Welcome everybody to Amf Wantagh. It is Sunday evening, February 24th, and we are in for a Final Four shootout of an Ligbt sports shot tournament. We had a big crowd here, 121 entries, down to the Final Four. Let's meet them now. Jimmy Walsh from Glen Cove, New York. Jimmy shot a 737 and the 1 o'clock squad to lead to make it to the Final Four. Next up, Mr. William Knoth from Patchogue, New York. William shot a 719 and 1 o'clock to advance to the finals. Next up, Mr. Max Thomas from Stamford, Connecticut. Max was a wild card winner, which is the highest 6-game block by a non-finalist. He shot 1325 to make the finals. And last but not least, Mr. Eddie Yang from Flushing, New York. Eddie had a 702, also at 1 o'clock. Okay, bowlers, shake hands. Let's get this match rolling. We had a great turnout with a great prize fund, well over $5,000 today. First prize today is $1,000. Hit the red key. First prize tonight is $1,000. Second is $500. Third, $350. Fourth is $300. They're bowling on a custom shot that we had made for the Ligbt. It's 41 feet, about 3.5 to 1 ratio, but the scores played a little tougher than we thought. First shot of the match by our left hand, Jimmy going Jersey, knocks the 8-pin down for the strike. Way to go, Jimbo. Not in my watch. You gotta earn it. All right, here comes Eduardo and Eddie Yang. And here comes Eddie, going a little high. No, a weak 7-pin leaves him with a 9 count. All right, let's go over the handicaps. Jimmy Walsh getting the most. He's 67 years old, a senior, 44 pins in handicap. Next up, Eddie Yang, also a senior at 55. He's getting 37 pins, so Jimmy's getting 7 pins from Eddie. Next up, with 29 pins, is William Knoth, and the bowler with the least handicap, Max Thomas, also a senior, getting 27 pins. And Eddie Yang missing an easy 10 pin for the first open of the match. So Jimmy Walsh, 44 pins in handicap, getting 17 over Max Thomas, is getting 15 over William Knoth, and getting 7 over Eddie Yang. So should be a pretty good Final Four. Jimmy, how many titles do you have? All 4 of our bowlers have titles. Jimmy Walsh has 2 titles. William Knoth has 1. Max Thomas has the most here, 3. And Eddie Yang has 2 titles. And here's our first look at Max playing deep inside, ripping the rack, leaving the 10-pin. And William Knoth on his first ball came in a little behind the head pin, leaving the 2-pin. An expecting father. Having a baby boy coming up soon in about a month. About a month. So he wants to win some money for his son's college fund and for his beautiful daughter that's here watching. And Max makes a spare in the first frame. All right, Eddie Yang. Started with an open. Let's see if Eddie can recover quickly, and he usually does. Here comes Eddie, going a little wide, coming back, ripping the rack for a strike. Way to go, Eduardo. All right, Jimmy Walsh got the only strike in the first frame. Can he double? This time he trusts this one a little bit better. Ripping the rack, leaving the 7-pin. Jimmy's been sat around in the first round because he led the squad, so he didn't have to bowl. Came back, advanced in the second round of the finals to make it here to the shootout. Max Thomas, here he comes, looking good, ripping the rack. Oh, again a 10-pin. So the corner pins are tough to knock down here right now. Thank you to Kendall for putting together this shot. This shot is just above a sport condition, just over 3 to 1. Jimmy with the spare bowl, making that spare, staying clean. Jimmy's a bartender. He's been a member of the Ligbt since 2008. And Max, look at this. All right, Max really taking care of that spare. It came back so far. It's now sitting in the right gutter, but they'll clean that up. All right, first up, William Knoth in his second frame. This one going Jersey, going high, leaving the 610. So Jimmy Walsh shooting 737 led the squad. William Knoth shot 719 at 1 o'clock to make it. 702 was Eddie Yang's score to make it. And again, Max Thomas needed 2 squads to make it as the wild card. 3 of the 4 bowlers bowling today were coming from the senior group. Jimmy Walsh, 67 years old. Max Thomas is 59, and Eddie Yang, 55. And look at William Knoth missing the 610, an easy spare for him. A surprise there. Quick loss of concentration. All right, Jimmy struck on this lane the last time. This time he sends it much wider, coming back. Oh, and he leaves a terrible 379. That time he sent it much wider. But the ball definitely hangs here on this pattern. Here comes Eddie. Eddie going way wide, missing the head pin, leaving the long rail, the 1-2-4-7. Eddie bowls out of Astoria Bowl, which is where the Ligbt will be next Sunday for a house shot tournament. Jimmy, oh, good try, Jimmy. Almost kicked the 9 into the 7, but he now has an open frame. So 3 of our 4 bowlers have open frames. All right, here comes Eduardo, and making a tough spare. That one you could chop easily. Nice spare for Eddie. And after we go through 3 frames, we'll take a quick look at the scoring so we know where we are at. Okay, William Knoth missed an easy spare in his last frame, the 610. So let's see how he comes back. This one going straight, going high, leaving the 3-6-10 this time. And here comes Max Thomas, the only bowler that is clean through 2 frames. Come on, Max. Ripping the rack. Way to go, Max. So that's his first strike of the match. Well done. So right now, Jimmy Walsh, even with his open, has got the early lead because he's got the most handicap at 90. And look at, oh, he makes the spare this time. So William coming through. Let's take a look, folks. You can see Jimmy with the early lead, 90. You can see Eddie and Max are tied at 66. And then you can see William trailing with 55. All right, Jimmy Walsh has gone up in his 4th frame, and he has left the 2-4-7. And here comes Eddie Yang working off a spare. Come on, Ed. Going 10 in the pit. Way to go, Eduardo. All right, here comes Jimmy. Does he catch the 2-pin? He does. Jimmy with a nice spare. Way to go. Jimmy, who's a bartender, is one of the original members of the Ligbt, started in 2008. Max Thomas is an engineer by trade. Bowls also out of Astoria. And here comes Max. This one looks pretty good. Ripping the rack, leaving the 2-8. Max drives in from Stamford, Connecticut, but he works out here on Long Island. So he's been a member since 2014. Looking for his 4th title today. All right, here comes William Knoth. This is William's 4th frame. William looking good. Ripping the rack. Great shot, William. and that's his first strike of the match. And Max going wide, misses the 2-pin, gets the 8. So now all 4 bowlers have an open frame after 4 frames. All right. Eddie Yang now looking for a double. We haven't had a double yet in this match. Frame number 5, folks. Eddie on his knees. Coming back. Oh, the 4-pin stand. 7-pin almost knocked down by the 4. All right, here comes our lefty, Jimmy Walsh. Jimmy sending it wide. This one looks good. No, leaving the bucket. The 2-4-5, 2-4-6-9. 2-5-6-9, excuse me. All right. 5th frame here, folks. Eddie looking for a spare. This match has not had a lot of strikes as they're bowling on a tough pattern. Here comes Eddie all over that spare, and he loves it. He looked a little worried, but he was fine. Yeah, he's showing he was nervous. All right, come on, Jimmy. Let's see you make this bucket now. Remember, Jimmy's getting the most spare, and he gets the 9-pin down. And he's got that tough spare. He lost 4 pins in wood, but he's got the mark. Well done, Jimmy. So right now, Eddie and Jimmy are tied at 106. But Max can... Max, does he like it? 10 in the pit. I'll give him that even though there's one on the deck. Nice strike for Max. So that's 2 in a row on the right lane. All right, William Knoth. William is an auto damage inspector, bowls out of Bow, Long Island in Patchogue. Been a member since 2011, has one beautiful daughter and a son on the way. All right, here he comes. William going a little light, leaving the 2-4-5. And now Jimmy quickly up in frame number 6. Jimmy going high, leaving another 6 count. That is the 2-4-7-8. So Jimmy has thrown 7 count, 7 count, 6 count, and 6 count on his first ball in his last 4 frames. So he's having a little trouble right now. But well in this bag. Look at William missing the spare. He only gets 1. All right, let's take a look after 5 frames where we stand. And you can see in the 6th frame, Jimmy's got 122. And he makes a tough spare again. Well done. So you can see Jimmy 122 with a spare in the 7th. William open 101. Eddie spare 106. And Max Thomas on a strike with 94. So he could take an early lead if he doubles. All right, back to Eddie. He likes it. Going high, no, leaving the 3-6. We have not had a double yet in this final shootout, and all 4 bowlers have at least 1 open in the first 4 frames. So Eddie now in frame number 6. Eddie works in the IT area. Been a member since 2009. Looking for title number 3. All right, Eddie, let's hope he doesn't chop this. No, he's all over that spare. Well done. So Eddie, after opening in the first frame with a missed 10-pin, has marked 5 frames in a row. All right. We've got Max Thomas now on the left and William on the right. Okay, Max looking for a double. Oh no, he leaves a PBA washout. The 2-4-8-10. A tough leave, so this is going to be the 2nd open frame for Max if he misses this. William working off an open frame. So a very low scoring match here at Wantagh. Going Jersey, leaving the 6-pin. All right, Max, he's going to twist this up. He's going to try to make this. There he goes. Oh, good try. But he misses it all. That thing made a left-hand turn at the end. And he lets out his frustration. So right now, we've got a really tight match. If William spares here, Eddie's got a 124 on a spare. 2 pins behind is... Oh, look at this. William Knoth missing another easy spare. So right now, Jimmy Walsh trails Eddie Yang by 2 sticks. And then rounding out the bottom is, look at Jimmy, not happy. Going Jersey, though. We'll take the easy 4-pin for the 9 count. Right now, 3rd place is Max Thomas, and last is William Knoth, who has missed 3 spares so far in 6 frames. All right, Eddie Yang, he's going high, and he pays dearly for it. 4, 6, 7, 10. So looks like Jimmy's going to jump into the lead here now. So far, a very ugly match, but someone's got to win 1,000. Jimmy, all over that 4-pin. He knew what he was doing. Jimmy Walsh, one of my golfing buddies. All right, Eddie Yang, and he gets 1 only. So Eddie's got an open frame. This is the survival of the fittest here, folks. The shot did not play that difficult in qualifying, so obviously as a transition, it got spotty and is tougher out there. All right, here comes Max. Oh, a ringing 10-pin, best ball of the match, and he cannot get a break. All right, William Knoth. This ball looks pretty good, going high, leaving the 4-7. So William being really challenged on spares. William told me early today that he has not been bowling a lot, and you can see from the missed spares that is where you're going to find out from lack of practice is the spares are the hardest things to get back. So Max with the nice spare. So Max right now 11 pins behind Eddie Yang and 5 pins behind Jimmy Walsh. And William Knoth getting a spare. Way to go, William. All right, let's take a look up here, folks, at the scores again. You can see Eddie Yang 147. Next is Jimmy Walsh on a spare, 141. Then Max Thomas, 116 on a spare. And last but not least, William Knoth, 110. Jimmy Walsh again with the 2-4-7 lead. Losing 3 pins in wood. All right, here comes Eddie. Come on, Ed. Leaving the 4-7. So these guys. These bowlers just cannot seem to get comfortable on this pattern for the final shootout. And look at Jimmy. Does he carry the 2? Yes, he does. Jimmy Walsh. I'm telling you, Jimmy's not making his life easier out there, but he's converting every spare, and he's got an early lead. All right, Eduardo, all over that spare. Nice spare, Eddie. So Jimmy's up 11. So Jimmy right now up 11 pins over Eddie Yang. And it'll be up 22 pins over Max Thomas if Max strikes. And William Knoth is 6 more pins behind that. And he's going high here, folks, leaving the 4-pin. William, who looks great, he lost a lot of weight. And Max trolling it up. This one's going Jersey, and he leaves just the 3-pin. Kelly home from Hawaii? Yeah. You have a good time? Yeah. Brian is home? I picked him up at 4:30. So the house is back to normal? I haven't been there yet. All right, here comes William. Good spare. 2 in a row for William. He's happy. All right, we're getting into the 9th frame. It's going to be close. Folks, nice cover by Max. Let's take a look again. And you can see Jimmy's got an 11-pin lead over Eddie Yang, 158 over 147. 12 pins behind Eddie Yang with a 135 is Max Thomas. And 6 pins behind Max, William Knoth, 129. Big 9th frame coming up. Let's get back to the action. Yang. All right, Eddie going Jersey. Plows it down. He gets it. Eddie Yang. Way to go, Eduardo. Rather be lucky than good out there. Big 9th frame for Jimmy. Let's see if he can hold on to his lead. This one could go Jersey. And it does, leaving the 2-7. We are going to be in for some finish, folks. If Max sits here, he's got a chance too. And Max, twirling it up, going Jersey. Look at this. Oh, knocks out the 6-pin, leaving the 3 and the 10. Not a lot of 10 in the pits in this match, folks. We'll save it for a story next Sunday on a house shot. Huh?
4 strikes.
You've had a total of 4 strikes and only 1 10 in the pit. And I was pushing. Look at Jimmy Walsh still doing magic out there. Woo! So Jimmy's going to go in with a 9-pin lead. Look at Max Thomas also making the baby split. Way to go, Max. So Eddie hits. He takes a 1-pin lead. All right, William Knoth. So we're in for a fantastic finish, folks. Eddie Yang is trailing by 9 pins, but he's got the strike in the 9th. So if he doubles, he takes a 1-pin lead. But first, William Knoth has to finish his 9th frame. And there he goes. Come on, William. 10 in the pit. It's official, folks. We got one now. All right. I was getting worried there. That was the best bowl of the match for everybody. Huh? Who, Eddie? Yeah, of course. So Eddie Yang now, as Bob Olson, our statistician, has confirmed, controls his own destiny. Jimmy's going to try to put some pressure on him here. He has struck since the 1st frame. This ball looks pretty good. Going high, leaving the 2-pin. So now Eddie can take a lead here with a strike. And he do it, folks. Eddie likes it. 10 in the pit for the lead. Eddie Yang, what a shot. All right, this match. Now, Jimmy needs the spare, then Eddie needs count. And Jimmy making the spare. Look at Jimmy. 1 open only. He has made 7 spares in a row. Not easy on this pattern. Okay. All right. 9 spare strike for Eddie to take home his 3rd title. Can he get it? This ball, this looks pretty low. It's going wide. Does he get it? All right, he gets the 9. He gets the 9. Now he needs the spare. If he misses this, Jimmy needs a strike. All right, this is key here. This is for the title, folks. Yeah. Eddie spares. He's got the win. No, look at this. Oh! So now Jimmy needs all 10 to tie, and we'll do a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Now remember, Jimmy has not struck since the 1st frame. Hasn't struck since the 1st frame. So this one is gonna be tough. Does he do it? Here he goes, folks. Jimmy Walsh needs 10. Oh, and he gets it! And we've got a tie, folks. Jimmy Walsh. Woo-wee!
It only took me off that
Thank you. Wow, so we've got a tie, folks. Max Thomas going way wide, leaving the 2-8. So Jimmy Walsh clutching it up with strike in the fill ball to tie. All right, William Knoth. 10 in the pit. Williams back in the match. He needs another game. He can still, if he gets another one, he gets third place. And Max misses it again, Headsman. So Max Thomas finishes up 153, 180. So he's got fourth. Yeah, so Max is going to become in fourth place, earning $300. William Knoth will take third for $350. 10 in the pit, I'm telling you. If this was a two-game match, we'd give him the trophy right now. He made a move. It was too late, folks. He's going to finish with 209 if he strikes. What are they? Just repeat the 9 on their single. All right, so William finishing up here. And comes in light, finishes up with 176, 205 for third place, worth $350. All right, we're going to replay the 9th and 10th frame. Well, what's the difference in handicap? Jimmy, you'll be on the right. Eddie will be on the left. You're gonna throw one ball. Eddie will throw two, and then you'll finish up on the left lane. Now the handicap is 44, 7 pins difference. So Jimmy gets 7 pins. Oh wait, 20% is 7 pins. What does it get? 2? Yeah, it's 1. Jimmy, you get 1 pin in handicap. Jimmy gets 1 pin in handicap. Bobby, tell him. Can you? How do we get a full rack? It doesn't work. Hit the reset button. It doesn't work. All right, we're getting ready for a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Jimmy Walsh is going to be getting 1 pin in handicap. What? 1 pin. 1 pin.
Whatever the score is in the second frame. Whatever the score is in the second frame, that helps. Yeah. We both have 39 a second.
Right.
And if I have 30,
right.
49,
correct. No, it's fine. All right, so we are now ready for our final shootout roll-off. Jimmy Walsh up first. He's already ahead 1 pin. And Jimmy, 10 in the pit. Jimmy Walsh is ready to get this title. So he strikes. All right, now Eddie Yang. Always an exciting shootout finish. Let's go, Eduardo. Keep it tied. Going Jersey, plowing it, leaving the 6-10. Okay. Great crowd back here watching this final roll-off. All right, Eddie Yang. Look at Eddie Yang ditching it in the gutter. Wow, so Eddie Yang shaking his head, cannot believe what he just did. You stay there. Eddie goes on the right. All right, Eddie Yang now. Strike would really help him right now. Eddie. Oh, good shot, leaving the 4-7. Not a bad shot at all for Ed.
Still strike the 429.
Right.
That's the
I got, no, don't worry, I got it here. So Eddie shaking his head in frustration. Cannot believe he missed that 6-10 in the first extra frame. And here comes his spare. He makes it. All right, so Jimmy's going to need 9 on 2 balls to win the title. Needs 9 on 2 shots. Let's see how he does. Jimmy Walsh. Gonna go Jersey, maybe, hit something. 7 count, so he needs 2 to win. Well, if he gets 9, it doesn't matter. Right. We got it, Jimmy. All right, now the ball return. Okay, LIGBT will be at Astoria Bowl next Sunday for a 2-squad house shot event, 1 and 3 o'clock. We hope you can make it. Senior division and the 49 and under division, 1 and 8 will advance, 1 and 4 will cash. Then the following week, weekend of March 10th, we're off, as the LIUSBC will be running their 700 Club tournament over at AMF Center Reach. We hope you can join us. $50 entry fee, $1,000 top prize. You must be in a league or live in Nassau or Suffolk County to participate in that tournament. And then we're back on Long Island at AMF East Meadow for another Sports Shot tournament, LIGBT Sports Shot tournament, on March 10th. No, March 17th, excuse me. March 17th is our next Sports Shot tournament over at AMF East Meadow. No, you have to live on it. Yeah, you can bowl. All right, here he goes. If he gets 2, he's a winner. If he gets 1, he's got the winner, and Jimmy Walsh has won the match and the roll-off. So he gets $1,000. Second place goes to Eddie Yang, $500. Third went to Max Thomas. $350 went to William Knoth, and fourth went to Max Thomas for $300. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Jimmy Walsh, show us your check and trophy. There he is. Way to go, Jimmy Walsh. Congratulations, and thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great evening. Good night, everybody.